Welcome, dear night wanderer, to this long and gentle journey through the hushed world of medieval royalty. As the world around you grows quieter, allow yourself to slow down. There is nowhere you need to be, nothing you need to do. Simply listen, breathe, and drift. Tonight's story is designed to unfold slowly, like the turning of pages in an old illuminated manuscript. A story not meant to be rushed, but to be experienced in a calm and unhurried way. We will wander through candlelit corridors, beneath vaulted ceilings, and across centuries of royal lives, where power and prayer, luxury and loneliness existed side by side. Make yourself comfortable now. Perhaps you are lying beneath warm blankets or resting your head against a pillow that already feels familiar and safe. Let your breathing deepen. With every breath out, imagine the worries of the day gently loosening their hold. Our journey takes us back to medieval Europe, a vast and varied world stretching from the fall of the Roman Empire in the 5th century to the early light of the Renaissance in the 15th. It was an age shaped by faith and fear, tradition and transformation, an age where castles rose from rocky hills and crowns passed from parent to child, often through blood, betrayal, and prayer. In this world, kings and queens ruled by what they believed was divine right. Their authority came not only from armies and wealth, but from the conviction that God Himself had chosen them. Crowns glittered with jewels, robes flowed with silk and velvet. Yet beneath these symbols were human beings, as vulnerable to doubt and longing as any of us. When we imagine medieval royalty, it is easy to picture endless banquets, roaring fires, and grand celebrations. But daily life inside a castle was often quieter, more repetitive, and more constrained than legends suggest. Let us begin our exploration at the very heart of royal life, the bedchamber. Imagine a great stone room, its walls thick and cool, softened by hanging tapestries woven with scenes of hunting and myth. A single narrow window allows pale dawn light to slip inside, catching the gold thread stitched into the fabric. A hearth glows faintly, its embers breathing warmth into the still air. At the center of the room stands a massive oak bed, layered with linens, woolen blankets, and heavy furs. Here the monarch rests, yet even sleep is not entirely private. Servants wait nearby, ready to attend at the first sign of waking. As morning approaches, a gentle knock sounds. The rhythm of the day begins. The king is assisted by trusted attendants, washed and dressed in carefully ordered layers of clothing. Each garment signals status and authority. The queen, attended by her ladies-in-waiting, undergoes the same ritual. These routines are not mere habits, they are performances, reinforcing hierarchy and tradition. Before any earthly business can begin, devotion comes first. In a private chapel tucked within the castle walls, The royal couple kneels in prayer. Candles flicker, incense drifts upward. Latin prayers flow softly, memorized and repeated day after day. Faith is the foundation of rule. To govern a kingdom is to answer not only to subjects, but to God. Religion shaped every hour of medieval life, especially for those on the throne. The calendar itself revolved around holy days, fasts, and feasts. Lent brought simplicity and restraint. Christmas and Easter arrived with solemn splendor, marked by grand ceremonies and public displays of piety. Yet prayer alone could not sustain a kingdom. After devotion came duty. Councils gathered, petitions were heard, disputes were settled. Kings were expected to be warriors, judges, and patrons, all at once. Queens managed households, arranged marriages, and served as symbols of continuity and grace. Among the many queens who lived within these expectations, one life shines with particular intensity: Eleanor of Aquitaine. Born in 1122 to one of the wealthiest families in France, Eleanor inherited the vast duchy of Aquitaine while still a teenager. This inheritance made her not only powerful, but dangerous. Whoever married Eleanor would gain immense land and influence. At 15, she married King Louis VII of France. As queen, Eleanor brought culture, poetry, and refinement to the French court. She supported troubadours and artists, encouraging the ideals of courtly love that would echo through medieval literature. Yet her marriage was uneasy. Louis was deeply religious and withdrawn. Eleanor was vibrant, curious, and strong-willed. Their differences widened during the Second Crusade, which Eleanor boldly joined. Dressed for travel and accompanied by her own retinue, she journeyed east, a decision that shocked contemporaries. The crusade ended in disappointment. Military failure, illness, and rumor followed them home. After 15 years of marriage and the birth of 2 daughters, their union was annulled. Eleanor was free again, still young, still powerful. Within weeks, she married Henry Plantagenet, Duke of Normandy. 2 years later, Henry became King Henry II of England. Together, they ruled an empire stretching from the Scottish borders to the Pyrenees, one of the largest realms in medieval Europe. Eleanor bore Henry 8 children. 2 would become kings. She governed in his absence, traveled widely, and continued her patronage of culture and learning. But their marriage grew strained. Henry's infidelities and desire for control clashed with Eleanor's independence. When Eleanor supported her sons in rebellion against their father, Henry responded harshly. She was imprisoned for 16 years, confined to various castles. Even a queen could be silenced. Time, however, reshapes all things. After Henry's death, Eleanor was freed. In her later years, she ruled as regent, negotiated alliances, and secured dynasties. She died in 1204 at the age of 82, an extraordinary lifespan for the era. Eleanor's life reveals the paradox of medieval royalty: immense power bound by strict limits, dazzling privilege shadowed by danger and confinement. But Eleanor was not alone. Other royal women, such as Empress Matilda, fought for authority in a world reluctant to grant it. Matilda, daughter of Henry I of England, was named heir but faced fierce resistance. Her struggle plunged England into civil war, a period remembered as the Anarchy. Matilda came close to the throne, yet never wore the crown. Still, her determination paved the way for her son, Henry II. Through her, we see how even failed claims could shape history. Beyond politics, Medieval monarchs were expected to serve as patrons of culture. Castles, cathedrals, manuscripts, and music flourished under royal support. Gothic cathedrals rose with pointed arches and stained glass, filling sacred spaces with colored light. Inside royal halls, tapestries warmed stone walls. Poets recited verses. Musicians played softly during long evenings. These were moments of beauty, designed to distract from the constant pressure of rule. Yet even amid luxury, royal life could be isolating. Privacy was rare. Every gesture observed. Every choice weighed. Marriages arranged for alliances, not affection. Heirs demanded. Expectations unrelenting. To wear a crown was to carry its weight at all times. Many monarchs sought comfort in prayer, ritual, or fleeting pleasures. Others found solace in art, learning, or the quiet moments before sleep. And so, as night falls over the medieval castle, candles are extinguished one by one. Footsteps fade along stone corridors. The royal bedchamber returns to stillness. Imagine the king or queen resting once more beneath heavy covers, the crown set aside until morning. Thoughts drift, of wars won and lost, of children and kingdoms, of faith and fate. As you rest now, let these ancient lives fade gently into the background, like echoes in a great hall. History slows, breath deepens, sleep draws near. May your dreams be calm and untroubled, filled with soft candlelight and distant bells. Good night, and may the quiet of centuries past watch over your rest.